So hi, I'm Lily. I'll be your social worker.
Hi.
Hi. Do you prefer to be called Tiana?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Well, Tiana, today we'll be meeting here in Bancroft 111, and this meeting will be about 10 to 15 minutes. So it'll be a little shorter than average because today we're just going over confidentiality and agency policies like that.
Okay.
Okay. So confidentiality means that whatever you tell me stays between me and you. I may take a few notes that my supervisor may see, but no one outside of that will see them. And then also, confidentiality means that if I suspect or you tell me that you may do serious harm to yourself, or that a child or a person with intellectual disabilities or an elder is in trouble or could experience harm, then I also have to report that.
Okay.
Okay, so what questions about confidentiality do you have?
No, right now.
All right. Well, like I said, today, just going over a few getting to know each other things. So as your social worker, I'm supposed to listen to you and kind of help you take on these challenges that you have. And your role as the client is just to be as honest with me as you're comfortable.
Okay.
How does that sound?
That's pretty good.
All right. Well, what brings you here today?
Well, I'm here today because I've been very stressed lately.
Okay. Well, what do you mean by stress?
I mean, that, everything that's been coming at me, it feels like it's coming at the same time, and it's just really overwhelming, like with school, work, and family stress.
Okay, so you have stress coming from school, work, and your family all at one time? All right. So how have you been handling that until now?
Well, I've been kind of, either going with the flow, and if it gets too bad, then I just find somebody to talk to.
Okay, so when you feel overwhelmed, you have people you can talk to about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so who can you talk to?
I usually either talk to my mom or my fiance.
Okay. So would you say your mom and fiance are sort of a strength for you and that they help you when you feel overwhelmed?
Yeah.
So when did you first realize you were feeling stressed out?
Well, through my whole college career has been stressful, but specifically this year, about halfway throughout the semester,
Okay.
it got worse because of the workload and going to work and all that stuff.
So it's always been stressful, but this year in particular, it got very stressful?
Yeah.
Do you think something changed this year?
I guess it's just, the stress from, like I said, the workload and worrying about, after graduation, future stuff. And
So the stress comes from obviously your workload and schoolwork, but then fears about the future are also incorporated with that stress.
yeah.
So what fears do you have about the future?
I don't know, sometimes it's irrational, but sometimes I just get so stressed that I'm like, will I graduate? Because I can't do this paper right now. It's just so long. I have all this to do and I don't feel like doing it. And it's just, and then sometimes it's like, will I find a good job? Will I do this? Will this? Just a lot of questioning, even if it's irrational.
So a lot of worries about the future.
Yeah.
So it feels like every single little paper now, or does that feel stressful because it feels like it affects everything in the future?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so when you were about to go to college, back when you were in high school, did you experience a similar situation, or do you remember?
For some reason, I wasn't as stressed then. It was like just hoping that I'll get into college so I could be where I am now. But back then I wasn't as stressed as I am now because I guess it's like the future is right here at the door, and now then, like, as opposed to where it was back then because it was further down the road.
Right. So when you say right here at the door, does that mean like back when you were in high school you looked at college like you still had a ways to go, but then now that you're about to graduate college, you're about to start your own job, and started your own life, adult life, it feels a little more overwhelming because of all that?
Yeah, and it's just like right here, here.
Right, where you can see it.
Yeah.
Right. Well, so besides talking to someone, what other steps are you taking to combat this stress?
I usually do my work ahead of time, like just do it early, so I don't know, I can check over it, I'll start something else, so I can get work out of the way. That's about it.
Okay, so you try to take it and plan ahead and kind of make sure it doesn't catch up to you, basically?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you said that you feel stress from work, family, and schoolwork, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so which one of these areas do you feel more stress from?
Maybe school.
Schoolwork?
Yeah.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being completely calm and 5 being just overwhelmed and just wanting not to do anything anymore, how would you say schoolwork makes you feel?
I would say maybe 4.
4. Well, what does 4 mean to you?
4 is like, I'm not necessarily pulling my hair out stressed, but I'm just kind of like touching my hair.
Okay, so what do you mean by touching your hair exactly?
Like, it's where I'm almost about to go crazy, but I'm not quite there. I'm handling that pretty well.
So you're handling it, but you're not comfortable, you're not happy with it, but you're still getting things done at this level?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, exactly.
And you said you have people you can call. So who are the people you can call when you feel stressed?
I usually it's my mom, my fiance. Those are typically the only people that I like talking to about it, so, or that I feel comfortable sharing it with.
Okay.
And I usually only do it when it gets really bad, because I usually like to deal with it myself.
Okay. So you feel comfortable and safe talking with them?
Yeah.
And so what other strengths, so strengths being like they help you overcome this stress. So what other strengths would you say you have?
I guess just that I am somewhat strong-minded, strong-willed. Like, I can push myself through hard times without necessarily breaking all the way down, but I can just force myself to get through it.
Okay, so you're a very determined person.
Yeah.
All right. And I mean, if I can observe, you're a senior in the social work program. I mean, you've made it this far is what I've seen, so
Yeah.
it's definitely some strength there that you've kept going for this long, because college isn't always very easy.
Yeah. It's not.
And then you have your family or people you can call, so that's definitely another strength, I would say.
Yeah, I think so.
And so, as far as stress, so would you say that up until this point, you've been able to get the things you need to get done, but you feel overwhelmed still, and it's still affecting like how you feel throughout the day? Would you say?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, what other areas does this stress affect? As in, does it affect your sleep or eating or?
It does affect my sleep. I don't get much sleep. I typically go to sleep late. It's not affecting my eat. I eat well. My eating, I eat well. I guess that's about it. Just my sleeping. Just being stressed.
Is being stressed?
Yeah.
It definitely has an effect on sleeping. And so how does sleeping affect other areas?
Sometimes just tired throughout the day. I'm usually tired throughout the day and up at night, so it's just a cycle.
So you feel tired all the time?
Yeah.
All right. Well, so would you say your goal is to continue to deal with all these things you have to get done, but to feel less overwhelmed in the future.
Yeah.
All right. Well, our time is coming to an end. So today we talked about your stress, and we established that up until this point you've been feeling overwhelmed, like you've been getting everything done, but you've been feeling overwhelmed, and that in future sessions when we meet, we can address ways to tackle your goal of not feeling overwhelmed and to continue to get things done. And our future meetings will be an hour long. This one's a little shorter, but they will be 2 p.m. in this room, if that's okay with you.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
And so, as far as, and then also in future meetings, I may assign tasks for you, just if you would like to do them, just little simple activities to kind of get you thinking about overcoming the stress throughout the week. But I don't have a task right now, but just in the future, I'll probably do that.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. So what questions do you have about this meeting or this process?
Right now.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week at this time.
Okay.